guys! Today I wanted to talk about one question that really popped into my mind today that I think might help you too on your journey sometime, I don't know. But I wanted to share it with you because it's been on my mind ever since. And that question is, what brings me peace? And I think that's something we don't ask ourselves maybe ever, but it's something that I think is so important to ask when we're trying to make decisions, and maybe when we feel lost or when we feel overwhelmed, or just when we don't know what the next step is for us. For some people, it might be, not just like, a bubble bath with lit candles, but it might be having that hard conversation with your boss about something that's been on your mind. Because in the end, at first it's really scary, but in the end it'll bring you peace because you spoke your truth and you spoke what's been on your mind. For some people, it might be turning down a job offer that they were given because they know that it just doesn't align with them. For some people, it might be saying no to doing something and going somewhere with a friend, even though they're so hyped about it, but you're like, this isn't me. This isn't something that I connect with or that will make me happy. If anything, it'll just stress me out more and more. Maybe for some people who have a shopping addiction, or not even addiction, but just like to shop a lot because when they're stressed out, it just brings them happiness in the moment. But in the end, they know that it'll just make them more anxious because they've spent more money and now they have to find more space in their closet, and now they have to talk to their significant other about why there's another bill. What in the end will bring you peace? Will it be maybe choosing to eat a certain meal instead of another meal because in the end, you're gonna feel better, not just mentally, but also physically? Your body reacts to that food better. Is it getting your homework done early because when you procrastinate, it doesn't bring you peace and you can't relax when you're procrastinating anyway, so you might as well have done your homework anyway. So it's making that decision for yourself and maybe even take some time to make a list of all of your little stressors in your life. And for me, one of those, this was really silly, but I hung a hook on my another hook on my bathroom door because it was just this is so silly, but when I took a shower, for the clothes that I was wearing, I'm like, I don't want to put them on this counter because I have a pretty small counter. It takes up space for when I do my makeup. And just having I already had the hook already. It was an extra one in the closet. And I'm like, why don't I just hang up another hook? It's little stuff like that, little irritations in your day where you're like, wait, I don't need to be irritated. What will bring me peace in this moment? And also for a longer period of time. But I think a lot of us tend to let these little irritations just go by when we don't realize how much they actually build up in our lives, and how just taking care of them, doing the dishes right away after eating instead of waiting, because that bothers me when I leave the dishes and I'm like, I'm just tired after work. I'm like, I'll get to them before I go to sleep. And then I keep passing them through the night and I'm like, I still have to do those dishes. And then when I do the dishes, I'll maybe put on a song that's 3 minutes long. The song might not even finish by the time I am done doing the dishes, but it was an irritant for me for hours. It would have brought me so much more peace in the long run had I done the dishes right away. And then another thing that brought me peace was getting a shelf for my closet, because my closet in my office was just a complete mess. I could not find what I wanted to find in it. Every time I opened the closet, it annoyed me. And I'm like, this is stupid. And I had this Lowe's gift card from my friend. I bought a shelf and I'm like, this is amazing. And now every time I open the closet, it makes me so happy because I can find everything that I need. And it looks so nice. It looks pretty. And you can see all my books. Not all of them, just some of the books because I have a lot of books. Yeah, any hoodle. Yeah. So figuring out, some of it's silly, minuscule stuff like that. And some of it's the bigger stuff where you do have to have that difficult conversation. You do have to just get out of your comfort zone and do something that you don't really want to do because it makes you feel uncomfortable, like calling the dentist and making an appointment for yourself. Because I know I still struggle with that, but if it's on my mind constantly, then it becomes a bigger irritant that lasts a lot longer when I could have just ripped that Band-Aid right off. So, yeah. I hope this helps. This was like so short, but it was something on my mind and I'm like, I just want to get this out there because maybe it'll help someone. It's so silly. It's so silly, but it's not because it's really helpful. So, what brings you peace? Let me know in the comments below. What are some things where you're like, these are some of the things that what brings me peace that I need to take care of and do, even though maybe they're uncomfortable or they're really, really, really silly and I've been putting off. Anywho, I hope you have an amazing day. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do something that brings you joy. And I hope that after this and after you make the list, I hope you go outside. I hope you get off your phone. I hope you get off your computer and you do something outside, disconnected from the internet. Okay. Bye. Love you.